My brothers and sisters, God is doing a new thing in this season. I need you to hear me loudly and to hear me clearly. It's some of us that want God to move in the way that we want him to. But God is not a perspective of person. Therefore, meaning he does not move on our time. God is doing a new thing in this season. I need you to hear me loudly and hear me clearly. Because it's some of us that's frowning down on individuals that we think that God is not going to use them. God delivered you from crack, so what gives us the right to go look down and to frown down on another person who's doing crack? God delivered you and got you out of the game, and then you think that you have the right to frown upon somebody else. Here's something that God is doing right now, because believe it or not, the time that we are in during this pandemic should have been in time where we have gotten intimate. It should have been a time where we should have put our denominations aside. It should be a time where we're not getting religious, but we're developing a kingdom mindset. It should be a time whereby that we are soul winning. It should be a time where we are being fishers of men. It should be a time where we're not condemning, but we're actually bringing up individuals. It should be a time where we're not being legalistic in operating in the culture of a Pharisee. It should be the time where we should be checking on the loved ones. It should be a time where we should be where we should be ministering to the homeless. It should be a time where we are showing care for the widows and the orphans. It should be a time where we are in the street. It should be a time where, after all that word that we have received, sitting in the house, sitting in the house of God and the house of worship, that we should have taken that word and put it to work and put it to use. It should be that time where we're looking in our neighborhoods and we're developing cell groups. I know a lot of people don't like this virtual ministry because they say it takes away the essence. I love it because God is doing a new thing, and whatever God has to do to make sure that he reaches the people, or he reaches that one to be able to know that they are valued and that they have a purpose and they have a plan in it, and that God has a destination for them, he's going to use that. So if he has to use virtual ministry, he will do that. God is not moving the same way. Hear me. Hear me. God is not moving the same way. In this season, you're going to see people that you don't think are qualified, but God has qualified them. I need y'all to hear me. Hear me. Because the people that you frown upon, the ones with the tattoos, those are the ones that God's going to use. The ones that's in the game, those are going to be the ones that God uses. God is not moving on the frequency that we think he's going to move. I need y'all to hear me. Hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me. Don't miss this move of what's getting ready to happen. Some of us are so quick to rush into the next season that we're not getting the lessons that we need to get from this season. That is why a lot of stuff was put on pause, because things was put on pause because we need to be paying attention to the things that really matter. And the things that really matter is what is important to God. God is doing something new in this season, and do not miss it. Revival is coming. And it's not just coming inside the church, but revival is coming in the earth. And the least person that you think that cannot and will be used by God. God does not need our permission on whom he sees fit to use. Don't miss this ushering of revival that is coming forth.